So do you see what you want to do before you do it? Kind of like Michelangelo, or you just improvise?
Well, I kind of see it, but not like Michelangelo. And this is very interesting because I usually do nano tanks this big. So to do a 300-gallon, like, I never use a ladder. I use a small table. I don't normally have to be concerned with lifting up the scape, the hardscape, from the ground. But this one, it's not only got to get raised up, but it also has to extend to a certain part of the tank. So it's kind of like a puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a puzzle as in, you're going to treat this thing like it's many different nano tanks and section by section, or are you looking at it right now as one big?
Well, one big puzzle, but then these are all little pieces. So, for example, I know I want a lot of height in the middle, so I've got that guy right there. And I want it to look like we're going to go for an island scape. Certain parts, say like this one, it's got a lot of height, but it also has pieces shooting off the side, while some of these other ones are kind of shooting out that way. So it's just kind of like a flow and making pieces look together, like they almost used to be one, and now the pieces have fallen off, they've died, and they're falling into the water, that sort of look.
I love it.
That's tragic. No, it's going out, so it has to go away from the structure. I purposely will put things in a place that I know I won't like, just to figure out why I don't like it.
Nobody asked you.
Then there's that.
Jeez. By the time this is over, I'm going to be scaping the big tank, and you're going to be scaping this little one.
That's fine.
People will recognize my skill set.
Yeah,
What is going on, Shrimp Keepers? This is Rob with flipaquatics.com, and today we have a super exciting guest with us. This is Joanna from the Small Scape.
hi.
So Joanna is here setting up this amazing tank behind us. This is a 300-gallon tank. She's never done something this big, so it's going to be super exciting. So Joanna, why don't you just tell them a little bit about your channel real quick and give them kind of your vision for this tank behind us.
Well, obviously with this tank, I deal with nano tanks. That's pretty much what I do, 20 gallons and less. So for a 300-gallon, that's right, I'm going to attempt it. So much fun. The logistics are a little bit different than scaping in a nano tank on the tabletop. I get a ladder, and I got really, really large pieces of driftwood and rock. It's so much fun.
So you guys are going to love this scape. It already looks great, and we'll show you the whole process starting right now.
And we're done. And we're still waiting on the rocks. Let's go check on him actually. Let's see how he's doing.
Okay. There we go.
As he says, there's no pressure. So you're cleaning the rocks.
Cleaning the rocks. That is my job in life.
Kind of a rocky taste in the air.
Yes. Smells of earth. To the love of rocks. I think this should give her a good start.
Yeah, we'll see if we even need it anymore.
That's right. You better be very thankful.
Now we can tell what color they're actually going to be as well.
Yes. They're going to be rock colored.
So would you put substrate in first or later?
Normally I put substrate in first, but sometimes you can also put rock in first. However, getting each rock down, way down here, is a little tricky. Hey, Mr. Primetime, please, assistance, por favor.
You should put all the interesting pieces in first. With these crazy spiky ones.
Wait, you think what?
Put all the interesting pieces in first.
No, I gotta determine if my centerpiece is gonna work with my centerpiece.
Look at this bad boy in. That.
Oh.
It's got a lot taller.
You sure you don't want to assemble? Why don't you assemble it in front of the tank? No, don't shush me. Did you shush me?
Yep.
Sorry, we do a lot of movie quotes, so
No,
Usually if it ever seems like we're saying weird things, it's probably a movie quote. It's tragic. No, it's going out. So it has to go away from the structure.
I had it about.
I purposely will put things in a place that I know I won't like just to figure out why I don't like it.
Nobody asked you.
Then there's that. That one's very angled. You'd have to put something right behind it. Like Jenga. Is that Jenga? Looks like this piece of driftwood ate this piece of driftwood. Just tall enough. Remember, there's a lid on there.
There's no. That looks stupid.
Almost like if the Blair Witch took place in the ocean.
That's right.
I feel like that's such a judgy stare. Pretty rad.
See, look how intimidating that looks.
Well, I don't want it to look intimidating.
I mean, once we put plants on it, we won't. But I have given you
Do you want to take
a
a
gift.
picture of it?
He's got it on camera.
Okay, you don't
I've
want
given you a gift.
Go down. Love it. Love it, scary. Love it.
You have to admit that was a pretty good first try.
Well, yeah, you did great. Oops. Anyway, so one never knows.
One no, you all just heard it.
It's on camera.
Jeez. By the time this is over, I'm going to be scaping the big tank, and you're going to be scaping this little one.
That's fine.
People will recognize my skill set. Don't forget you got rocks over there too.
Yeah, I'm not into the rocks yet. I just need to know who's my players. It's the smell of wet dirt on rock. It's great.
Oop, I just.
And this rock is really cool because each one is completely different than the other.
Yeah, I had to put this spacer on after because it won't fit over the trim.
Yeah.
Oh,
we did
yeah.
the same thing with our 75 gallons.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Can I just? Yeah.
I have a long way to reach.
Rocks. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
I tell you what, that light makes it pop, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Those Kessel lights are amazing.
They're like,
How many of those do you have?
I want to say 8.
Yeah. You'll probably just need, what, 3 on that tank?
2?
Yeah, I'm thinking 2, yeah.
2. Yeah, but I put 2 on a 75.
That tank's looking really good, isn't it? From back here, like, it really puts it in perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait that.
Now what I figured I would do, since normally when I'm working on tiny tanks, you just look at it, you have all your stuff, and you just put it down there. If you don't like it, you take it out. But I can't do that since I gotta go up the ladder, go down. I usually can't see what it looks like in there. I figured I would place the rocks out here on the ledge at the spot
that you want to put it.
Yeah, and I think about it there. And then I don't forget where I'm gonna put it.
Well, what I do like about what you had on the ground to what you put in here is with the substrate, the arch of all the driftwood is more
yeah,
exaggerated.
Yes, it adds a whole lot of more interest.
I think it's great.
Move towards like right down there.
You want to move?
Even
Should we
towards
move
the middle.
You want to move the ladder? A little closer.
Yeah. All right, you tell me how much you want then.
Even towards a little bit to the left. And then towards like right on the top here. Yep. Add it to the list.
Sweet.
It's funny how some of it's wet and some of it's dry. Yeah.
Japanese are going in there.
That would not be me.
That's me. He put it, he said, here, this is royalty free on you.
Oh, here. On your phone.
Everything.
If I do any kind of live talking, it's before the event starts. Thing, and then I'll use B-roll and use it.
That,
Like I'll fill in this empty area,
yes, and
but
then
you want
towards
some.
there, yeah. Because it's easier
This
for me
is wet.
to push stuff down than to push it up. You can, yeah, you can put a little bit more so that it goes
Like
under.
up front here?
Yeah. Good.
Now that we breathed in the sand dust, it's good for your lungs. Preserves them.
Sweet.
Little known fact,
I love it.
sand dust preserves your lungs for life.
Oh my.
Give me a bag.
doesn't generally cause them to spike, but if they start floating or something. All right, you want me to do them? Okay.
Knock yourself
But
out.
I don't necessarily know what your plants are.
So what is it you guys are doing right now?
He's putting in the root tabs for the,
I meant to do that.
that's the fertilizer for the substrate. So either you do like an aqua soil, which I did not do, or you supplement it with little fertilizer tabs into the substrate.
Is that a rock or is that?
No, it's like a little, it's a fun little shape. It's the same thing for outdoor gardening. You would need to put fertilizer when you're planting something new, or once a year, or once a season, or whatever, just to give the plants nutrients.
And generally, we only do this at the start. So usually, once the fish start doing their thing, these become quite as necessary for beginner plants.
Gotcha.
We put these like, about 6 or so inches apart, 6 to 8 inches. Usually sufficient for most beginner plants, at least. Oh. All right, I think that'll be good. I think I used about half. I used about 20 in a 300 gallon. But again, most of it's going to be, if there's rooted plants, it's going to be mostly jungle balm and crypts. So, right? Am I right? That's about it for the rooted plants, so they should be fine. Cool. And then when the fish start producing waste, they'll get even more food.
Nice.
Yummy.
So again, I'm Joanna with the small scape. I specialize in nano tanks, that's my true love. So of course I'm doing a 300 gallon. This is the largest tank that I have ever scaped. The largest tank that we have at home is a 150, and the Aquascape that I did for that were 2 pieces of large driftwood, and I called it a day. This was a little bit more elaborate. I don't know the hour count. I'd be very curious how long it took to do this, but with this, the supplies that I had, it was a whole lot of fun. The driftwood that I used was blackwood, and the stone, elephant skin stone, the first time that I've ever scaped with this. Very excited to use it finally. And then I kind of stuck to my favorites. I had a full plant room to choose from, but I do have my favorites. I like val, so I used Italian val all along the back to give it a lot of height. And then one step down, the grassy texture, I used dwarf sagittaria, which is a really cool plant. And then one step down from that, micro sword, it is one of my favorites. And it's a nice little, very thin, grassy texture that will kind of fill in. It'll grow via runners just like the Val will, and it will just start popping up everywhere around the rocks. Very cool, and excited to see how that looks. And then I can't do an aquarium without Anubias because I love Anubias. And I used multiple different kinds, Nana, and then Barterite. I used Nana Petite, is my favorite. And I used a little bit of Buse that's kind of hiding. You would kind of have to look for it on the one single piece of driftwood, and that is Buse Godzilla.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's got a cool name, and it's got a cool color. It's a very dark color, so it's a very dark green, almost like a brown, and you really kind of have to look for it. But I hope the little Anubias Nana Petite and the Barterite I kind of put in little nooks and crannies of the driftwood, and it'll grow in. It'll start kind of climbing up the driftwood, and it'll be really cool. I can't wait to see it growing. Now for stocking, if anybody knows my channel or Primetime Aquatics, you know what I would put in here. And yes, that is the green neon. It is the best fish in the world, and I would put like a bazillion of them in. We'll see, we decide. And Rob has so many great fish to choose from. Any color. Ember tetras, he likes them as much as I do. That would be great, but I don't even know if I could choose. If I were not to choose the green neon, I don't think he'd go wrong. But it would have to be a whole bunch of little tiny nano fish. And then I personally would put cories, a whole bunch of cories, and clown plecos.
Well, you did a phenomenal job on this aquarium. So excited to fill it up, put some fish in there, potentially some green neon tetras, things like that. We'll figure it out, but so excited. So they unfortunately have to head out today, but thank you again for coming in.
Thank you, Rob. I'm so excited to see it filled up.
You did a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
Literally the best. I couldn't ask for a better scape. I'm so excited to see this tank every day and have a part of Jason and Joanna here at Blue Aquatics. And thank you again. Don't forget to check out the small scape and find all your nano tank needs over there. And Joanna, thank you again for coming out.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, you guys have a great day as always. God bless. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Bye.